welcome tonight. Just waiting for all the people to come on. Oh, here they are. There's Vivian. Hello, Vivian. How are you? It's lovely to see you. I hope you enjoy the show tonight. We're talking about healing, so we've got lots of interesting things to talk about. There's Wendy. Hi, Wendy. How are you, darling? Happy to see you. There's Kelly. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Hi, everyone. It's good to see you're all coming in. Thank you. There's Susan. Hi, Susan. How are you? There's Diane. There's Katie. Hi, Katie. How are you? Everyone's starting to come in, so I think we'll start. Violet, what would you say?
Absolutely.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the wonderful month of May. This is a very exciting time because it's autumn, and I love autumn, all the beautiful leaves, the changes in the season. Here in Australia, it's my favourite part of the year, would you say?
It is a really beautiful time of the year. I like it. Bit
Yes.
of rain, bit of chill.
Bit of chill. As an ex-Viking, it's my temperature. I don't like the heat, so there you go. Tonight we'll be talking about healing, as I said, so we'll be having a discussion and then we'll be doing readings. But I've got a few cards to show you tonight. The first, and I've pulled a few, so if you can really relate to any of these cards, you can have it, but you may relate to all of them. So here we go. So at the moment, there's been a lot of spiritual growth, hasn't there, with this COVID? Like, I feel we've all gone to a different level in the last 12 months. There's been so many things happening in the world, like different priorities, wanting to live. A lot of people moving, a lot of people on the road. With all the readings I've been doing, a lot of people are moving, coastal, inland. Everyone's got different priorities about what they want to do with their life and how they want to live it. So it's been a very interesting time, and I feel a lot of people are really waking up in the world and wanting to know more about their immortal selves as a soul. For example, their gifts, the energy, people around them, and basically how to have a better life and how to make this life on earth a good one. It's like we're learning all the time, and that's what earth is like, because as a spiritualist, I really believe the earth is a large stage where we have all these lessons of learning. So there's been a hell of a lot of spiritual growth. I mean, even now myself, I've been a reader for 35 years and I've decided to take time out and not do private readings anymore, but I'll still do club shows or talks and things like that, and writing. So it's good to take time out and to really build on yourself and your energies, and we'll be talking about that later on. So spiritual growth, very powerful at this moment, because also with winter coming, we like to go inside and we do a lot of meditation and do a lot of work on ourselves. So it's a very interesting time. The change of the seasons, they always spur us on, because in the summer months we're always busy, running around, doing things, celebrating, meeting people. It's a very festive season. But and when autumn comes, a lot of people go inside themselves, and that's when the spiritual growth will really start to manifest. The other card I got was the inner child. I thought this was a really interesting one, because sometimes in life, well, first of all, I just want to say from my own experience, last week I went to a school reunion. I hadn't seen these people for probably 40 years or 40 years or something, over 40 years. And it was really funny because we all reverted back to kids again. We're all running around laughing. We're all talking like this. Oh, how are you? Yeah, what are you doing? Ha ha. Like we were kids again. It was so funny. And then we started talking about things, about each other. Oh, someone said to me, oh, you were a really big athlete in primary school. And I thought, oh, I forgot about that. I can hardly make it up a hill these days. I was a runner, a swimmer. I'm thinking, wow, did I really do that? Like, they were telling you aspects of yourself, how they saw you. And we all look old, and we're looking at each other's faces. Oh, I know who you are. You can always see it through the eyes. It was quite funny. All the men had grey hair, and all the women, we were sort of very dolled up, of course, lipstick and the hair going on. But it was very funny. But it was a lot of fun. But it's like our inner child was coming out. So sometimes in life, the inner child might come out. Like, you might have something that may happen and you don't like, and it may be something that reminds you of, oh, this reminds me of, for example, I was talking to this woman today, and she was saying that, I've been feeling really bad lately, and I had something happen to me, and it reminded me when I first came to Australia. I was only a young person. I felt so insecure and I felt terrible, and I realised now that I'm still carrying that energy. So if you do come to some aspect, with your inner child. It's about embracing it and bringing it out and understanding that, with affirmations that you'll be safe, you'll be secure, and you're in charge of your life now. So you really need to really nurture the inner child. Years ago, when I lived in Scandinavia, I had a really bad incident happen to me, probably when I was in my early 20s, and I carried that aspect of me for a long time. It's sort of, I was very fearful of a lot of things, and then one day I realised I really have to really nurture that young 21-year-old girl inside of me. So I actually took her down the park one day, went for a swing, and bought her an ice cream and spent the day with her, and then things started to change. So, it's amazing how when you become aware of yourself and what's going on, how you can change your life and how you can really move ahead and leave all your problems behind, leave all that shadow life, leave it all behind. So just embracing the shadow side of yourself is a very powerful thing. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but it's pretty full on, embracing the inner child. Okay, the other card I pulled tonight was really interesting. It's on dreams, because when we dream, the dreams tell us about what's going on in our life through our subconscious mind. So when you dream, it's really good if you can try and write it down. A good way to remember your dreams is have a piece of paper by your bed and a pen or a book, and then just write down everything that you dreamt, and you'll notice it'll start to repeat itself, and you'll start to get messages from the subconscious mind that are actually going on in your conscious life. So it's very important to dream, because when we dream, we sort of, any negative energy that we may be carrying sort of goes to the fore, and energy goes through us all the time, doesn't it? Because when we're asleep, we're actually in contact with the spirit world. I know for a fact I used to astral travel a lot when I slept, and I remember going to lots of planets and seeing lots of spooks and things in the astral, but I was always pulled back by the silver cord. So it was very interesting stuff, isn't it? Dreams are incredible, and also it'd be good to get like a dream book. And a really good friend of mine has written a book on dreams with Rockpool Publishing called Rose, and she writes all about dreams, the subconscious mind, and all those sort of aspects. So that's available. So have a big read up on dreams and what they mean. It's quite incredible. It's just another world. Okay, the next card I've pulled is Heaven on Earth, which is an interesting card, and this is about bringing love. Make life on Earth heaven instead of hell and going through paranoia, bad times, and being negative. Why not make your life like heaven? A lot of spirits a lot of loved ones I've spoken to on the other side, it's quite perfect over there. You see them, they come into the room, they tell you how they die with the proof of survival, and then you see them young again, like all the spirits I've seen, they seem to be all in their 30s. They're all thin, they've got all their hair, they're not sick, their bodies are active, and they talk about, they've got their favourite car, or they're with their favourite pet, they're with their loved ones, and and everything seems so bright over there. I had a near-death experience myself, so I know the spirit world is just a beautiful place. Lots of colours. It's a vast consciousness of love and light and healing. It's a beautiful place. It's just full of so much unconditional love, and that's basically all I could remember, the love that I felt there. And to me, Earth, it was kind of like hell in a way, because you go through all your lessons and your learning, and people hurt you and they push all your buttons, and it can be quite difficult, but it's just a journey. So if you see things in a positive light, you can make Earth heaven. That's what I'm trying to say. So there you go. So have a think of that. And I pulled out a Buddha wisdom card tonight, and I'll have to read it. I'll have to get my glasses. Where are they? Let me see. There is no right or wrong path. There is only the path that you choose. So basically, this is all about personal responsibility, isn't it? It's about taking personal responsibility for all your actions and everything. So that's the reading with the cards tonight I pulled for everyone for the first part of May. So I hope you enjoyed that. Before we go into the talk, I had a competition. I've got a few shows coming up. And the first show I've got the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival. I'll be working there. That's all advertised on my website and Facebook. I'll be doing the stage, and that's on the 22nd. I'll be doing 11 o'clock on the Saturday. I'll be there, so get down there early, get your coffee and come and see me. There's free readings going on. at the NBS Sydney.
It's
Also,
going to be fun.
lots of fun, yes. Also, I'll be doing a Wollongong show at Wingdang on the 18th of June, and those tickets are starting to sell now. And actually, my promoter, Angela, ran a competition, and we have Lisa Hosking, who won 2 free tickets. So congratulations, Lisa. Congratulations if you're watching. I'll see you at Wingdang, and I'll give you a signed book of the mediumship book if you like. So I'll be selling them there too. So come and say hello, but I'll happy to see you at Wingdang, and there's tickets still selling. And the other show I'm doing in Sydney so far, which I'm booked for this year, is at 5 Dock, and it's on a Sunday. It's going to be an afternoon matinee. So, you know, it's not too cold to go out in winter, is it? So, you know, not in the day. So it'll be a nice afternoon matinee show. And they've got lots of restaurants around there. So hopefully the Sydney people can come and see me, and you'll have it's a 2-hour full-on show. So it's great. It'll be a lot of fun and be beautiful, connect to everyone. So they're just my ads that I wanted to say. So anyway, thank you for joining us. There's Alita. Hello, Alita. How are you? There's Jody, Deanna, Vera. Hello. Thank you so much, everyone, for contacting me tonight and watching these shows. I hope they help you, and yes, helping the community with spiritual awareness. And here we go. We've got a few questions first, have we? Oh, we've got just a few questions before we start the talk. This is from Alison Farah. I'll just show you guys how I work. If I'm facing this way, I'm talking to spirit people. They come generally in my left ear. The spirit people come. If I'm looking this way, I'm talking to a guide, and also I'll be doing the cards. These are the Mythic Tarot. So what I do is I tap them 3 times, and I give them a bit of a shuffle. I've been doing this since I was 17, the tarot cards. So they give you a bit of extra information from what I'm channeling anyway, and what I'm hearing from the guide and the people that have passed in the spirit world. Okay, here we go. Just get a drink of water because you get very dry. I get very dry because I'm a channeler. Okay, Alison, should I keep the solicitor I have or get a new one? The first thing I get for you, Alison, I feel that it's been very traumatic what you've been going through, and it's almost like things are going very slow. I look, in this situation, I really feel that you need to trust your gut feeling, because at the moment you're very confused. So if you feel that you need to get another solicitor, I feel that you do. I feel this solicitor's not connecting to you is what I'm getting. So trust the gut, it's always right. And oh yes, if you want the answer, I feel you're feeling to find someone. You don't have the confidence with this person, and I feel you'll have a better outcome with someone else. So yes, definitely get a new one. Anne Morrison, missing Dad. Are there any messages? Just missing him. And the first thing I'm getting, I feel your father. I feel he was a very gentle soul. I feel he was very family orientated. He's telling me he's sick for a while. Also, I feel he was very, very tired. I feel he may have had some sort of illness before he passed, is what I'm getting. It's like he was, like me, he was very active when he was younger, and he sort of slowed down towards the end of his life. He's telling me that you're a person that you're very kind and you look after everyone. I do feel he's around you, and also sometimes I feel you can smell aftershave around this man. I don't know whether he wore Old Spice or something like that. Also, when he was younger, he was very, very active, and he liked to get around. He sort of knew everyone. He was a person, he did things too, and I feel that you're very similar to him. I don't know if you look like him, but he's telling me you're very similar to him, and he said that him and you had a very strong connection. And he's telling me he could always rely on you. And it's like you're looking after everyone. It's like you're looking after everyone is what he's saying. He sends his love. He's talking about a dog. I don't know if he had a favourite dog in the spirit world, but I do feel that he's in a good place, and he's talking about a favourite dog he had. Also, there's someone up there he's telling me who used to raise pigeons, so I don't know who that is, but he does send his love to you, darling, and he sends his love. Karen Byrne, I am retiring. Is this the right time for me? Karen, I feel you've been thinking about retiring for a while is what I'm getting, so it's timely. I feel once you do this, you will retire, but I still see you being very, very active. I feel I'm getting a better effort for you, probably towards more, I know you want to retire now, but I feel I'd be waiting for at least spring is what I'm getting, towards the summer months. And just wait a minute, but because you're worried about money all the time, you're worried about what you're going to do, but I do feel that your days will be very filled because you've got lots of ideas with what you want to do. Also, the other thing now I've got to say, Karen, I do feel there's some sort of work you're going to get involved with. I don't know what that is, but you may be quitting one job and doing something else. So it's very interesting times for you. I don't feel you're a person that's ever really going to do nothing because you're always active, you're always doing everything, and you're always on the go. So see how you go there, but good luck with that. I feel you'll be fine. You'll get rid of that job, you'll be involved in something else. I think it's time for us to do the talk. I know there's a lot of readings tonight, and I'll get through as many as I can. So let's move on. We'll get Violet in. This is the beautiful Violet, the lovely Green Witch, and she comes on my shows once a fortnight. We've been doing this for quite a while now, haven't we?
We have.
The funny thing is I channel when I read.
She
And I'm
does.
hot and I'm sweating and she's rugged up like a polar bear. So look at this. She's got a big jumper on and I'm saying, aren't you hot? I've got the air conditioning going on.
She does that every week. So
Yeah.
every week I get here, and before we begin, Kerrie's channeling, so everything
Yes.
starts to happen, and it's pretty cold.
That's
Let
why
me just say it's pretty cold. And, and Kerrie goes, oh,
I'm so hot.
I'm so hot.
Yeah, it's
I'm
true.
so hot.
Yeah.
Let's turn the aircon on. I'm
Yeah.
like, we do this every week.
No,
And she
no,
goes,
but-
aren't you sweating?
Well, that's what happens when you channel. I'm a trans channel plus, and
Yep.
I speak to spirit people. A lot of people say to me, "Oh, remember when you said that?" And I go, "No,
No.
I don't remember anything I say."
No.
Like I'd give readings if you ask me what did I say, I can't remember.
And that's true with Kerrie. So
Mm.
she will literally say things to you in that moment of the channel, and then completely it's gone. So
My
you can,
mind's
you
so
can come back
fast.
to her a week later and say, remember when you said this? And she'll go, "Pff,
I
no
don't
idea."
think I'm a person you'd like to go out for lunch or dinner with because the topic changes like 25/7. I've got a very fast mind. Also, I get lots of information while I'm
You
just
do.
talking to someone.
And
so
it's like this. It's so fast. It's like
I am
this.
fast, so they
Yeah.
call me Speedy Gonzales.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to be talking about healing for the human spirit.
Really essential for everything in life. If you're not feeling whole and centered, then life becomes this really difficult, arduous journey.
Mm.
Instead of being this peaceful cohabitation and this wonderful experience.
Now, different ways we can help the human spirit. The first thing I thought of was meditation.
Absolutely.
Now, meditation for some people may be boring. And look, they say 20 minutes. I've said this so many times. 20 minutes of meditation is equivalent to 4 hours sleep on the theta. But even if you just sort of meditated for 3 minutes, you just close your eyes and just focus on what's going on around you and just let it go and surrender to spirit. You know, that is so phenomenally is going to improve your life, isn't it? Even 3 minutes.
Even if you start, like Kerrie said, if you start with just 3 minutes of just focusing on your breath, focusing on the temperature of the air.
And taking time for you. This is all about nurturing you, taking time for you, because there's so many people out there. You hear it every day. They're suffering from anxiety.
Yeah.
There's a lot of suicides with this COVID. There's people that are money problems and people aren't coping and, you know, they're out of control. So it's very important to nurture the human spirit.
We need to, that's right, Kerrie, we need to deeply reconnect with what's essentially important, which is being alive, being present in that now moment. And we need to get back into that consciousness of walking,
Yes.
being with nature.
And just living in the now.
100%.
So meditation, so to meditate, all you have to do is create like a sacred space in your home. It could, or in the garden,
Yeah.
or by the sea, or just somewhere. I remember years ago I used to have a sacred space in the bush.
Yeah.
And by the time I got there, which is about a 1.5 hour walk, there was somebody in my sacred space. And it was very upsetting, I can tell you. Now, how the hell did they find my sacred space? All these people seem to find my favourite rock, and I'd get there and someone was sitting on my rock.
Yeah.
And that really irritated me. So
Well, you have that beautiful tree.
well,
too.
I've got lots of places. I've actually got my office. I meditate in my office every day. So that's my sacred
I
space.
built a
and no
fairy
one comes
garden.
in.
I built a fairy garden.
Yeah. I find if I work in nature, though, there's too much interruption, like the birds and the fairies and everything. Everyone's talking to you like 100 miles per hour, especially fairy energy. They're like,
Yeah, they are. They're very non-stop, the
Yes,
gnomes
they
and
are.
the
So-
fairies. But for me, that's my sacred spot out there with my hands in the soil, and it's that deep connection.
Gardening. You're a gardener, aren't you?
Yeah,
and
I
people
am.
who are gardeners, it's very healing to do gardening. So, yes.
Yeah.
So, another thing that I wanted to talk about tonight was something called Qi Gong. Now, Qi Gong's like a martial arts, and there's
Yes.
a lot of people out there who have sort of tiredness or chronic fatigue syndrome.
Yep. Yep.
And years ago, my daughter, she had chronic fatigue and it was horrible. She was very debilitating disease and she couldn't do anything. And this is good for people with cancer too, or people that have some terminal lupus, some terminal illness that and the prognosis isn't good. It's really good to do Qigong or gentle exercise
100%.
because it actually opens up all the channels.
Yep.
Now, Qigong's very good, particularly for chronic fatigue.
Yes.
And my daughter, after doing these exercises, even though she couldn't even move, she did them every day. And you can see this, find this on the internet. She actually improved big time.
Yeah, because it's those energy centers. As Kerrie said, you're opening up, but you're also expanding the energetic vibration.
It's just gentle, even Tai Chi, which is very similar to Tai Chi. And also Tai Chi and judo or things like that for children.
100%.
It's very good. It's very grounding. So it's very good for children who are very hyperactive like me, with hyperactive brains, to do that martial arts because it actually grounds them so they're able to concentrate in the classroom.
Great disciplines. Kerrie's right. It really does help children that are suffering with those things. Does really help anxiety sufferers too, as adults to children, and chronic fatigue sufferers, increasing energy zones.
It's a horrible thing to have that chronic fatigue because people say, "Oh, you're just lazy," or whatever. But also depression's very good. Tai Chi, Qigong, those martial arts, very gentle
100%.
exercises. So that's a very good thing to do for people who are suffering from anxiety or depression or
and for all of us to keep into mind that we don't know what somebody else is going through in that moment. It may seem one way to us from the external, but we're not inside that person's body. So to really step out of
people
judgment.
are so judgmental, aren't they?
Yeah, really step out of judgment.
So with people that suffer from anxiety or depression, exercise is the best medicine. It truly, truly is. Like even for younger people, running or walking, yoga, swimming, going out in nature. Nature is such a beautiful...
It is amazing.
Going out in nature, it's just you've got all your elemental, all your nature spirits out there and you can just feel your energy lifting, absolutely lifting. So that's a really good thing to do too, exercising in nature, getting out, just fresh air. And, life be in it, take a walk by the sea. It's just feel the breeze, it sort of seems to push everything off. Also, swimming's really good to clear the aura.
Swimming is wonderful because it teaches us also to let go, to float, to release. And
also to have a bath with Epsom salts or sea salt is great. I always used to do that for all my healing clients.
Well, it's very protecting. It flushes away any negativity too. Takes it all out of your auric field. So that sea salt that Kerrie's talking about, if you want a really good way of clearing your aura, clearing that negative energy, 100%.
The other thing is visualization. I feel visualization is very important because it's creating the life that you want to live. So you've got to know what you want because a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't know what I want." Well, how's your life? How are you going to be successful? Or how are you going to move ahead if you really don't know what you want? So once you know what you want, the rest is easy. You just visualize it, you put it out there, and it's amazing. What will happen.
Start with something that it can be a superficial or small start to knowing what you want. You might only know, well, I really want a stable home and I really want to live somewhere peaceful. That's a great starting point. The next part of that is, okay, well, what are the other things I like? What do I really love about myself?
And what am I good at?
Yeah. What am I good at?
Not what everyone's supposed to tell me what to do.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, so you might be good at that one little thing. You might be the best cleaner in the world. I read a great story about a man in New York, and he used to take this incredible pride on cleaning the railway station handrails and the steps, and he was always happy and smiled. And that someone actually interviewed him one day because I'm going up and down, and he said, "Well, I love it.
Yeah,
I just love doing this. I'm really, really good at it." And I thought, that's amazing,
Also, that thing about doing things for other people, like I've done a lot of voluntary work in my life, and really gives me a good feeling, to help people because it makes you feel good. And often when you help people, you have good energy come to you. 100%. Like for years, I used to do charities.
Don't you, Kerrie? You open.
Yeah, I used to do charity shows for kids with cancer for a long time. It was called the Rainbow Show.
I actually met you at one of them.
Oh, okay. And it's funny though because everyone got to work with me or wanted to, they either didn't want to work with me or they took half the money. I was the only person.
Yes, you've had a lot of that.
Yeah, and I thought, wow, I have to do these shows by myself, and just people aren't interested. And I remember one woman saying to me, "Oh, what are you asking me for? Do you want to step up?" And I went, "I never heard of the term." I said, "Step up? What does that mean? Like you're supposed to be helping me?" I said, "Get lost." You know, it was just bizarre. But anyway, there you go. You learn. Sometimes you're stupid, aren't you? Because you think that you know, sometimes when you're a I think really when you're a do-gooder, it can be really irritating for other people.
I think when you do things with good intention, you're not looking for the, the other side of it. And sometimes people bring you that other side and you're sort of a bit taken aback. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
hang on.
So it's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
The other thing I love is affirmations, but you've got to do them every day. You don't just go, I am a successful, thin woman. Because it's not going to work. You've got to keep programming that brain, because when you go to sleep, well, when you go to sleep, you're out in the dream state, you're travelling around in the astral world, you're going over to heaven, you're doing wherever, you're travelling all over the place, and you come back and it's like, oh, what's my affirmation? So you've got to reprogram your brain all the time. A really good way for doing affirmations is like if you're walking or if you're running, and you do it that way. I am a successful woman. I have finished all my
I do that with chocolate. I can resist the chocolate.
Yes, I don't eat chocolate, but anyway. But it's good, like, to add a song to your affirmations.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a bit of a chant going or a mantra style rhythm with it. And number rhythm. So it's like with breathing into 4, holding for 3, breathing out for 4. It's helping the mind let go of all the chatter.
I do a lot of walking and running. So when I get bored. I really get bored in my brain. Like I'm boring to be with myself. I'm boring. So I have to do something. So
she's not.
I have to sing. Like I have to sing, like, singing, or I'll be swimming and I'll be singing the top of my voice. People think I'm mad, but I'm saying affirmations, and it's amazing how quickly they come to you. These affirmations.
You're constantly putting out that positive energy, aren't you?
Because when you sleep, the brain swipes the board.
Yeah.
So you have to do the affirmations every day.
Yep.
Because once you go into the subconscious mind and you're asleep, it's like a board, a whiteboard. It all gets wiped. Did you know that?
Yes, it's like the restart button. I always call it the resets pressed. And so when I get up in the morning and I put my feet to the ground, I take those moments to breathe in and breathe out and say, here I am. Today is this beautiful day. I'm grateful for being here. I do my little prayer. And then I'll actually get up from that point, and then I take some time out every day to be grateful. Today, actually, I saved a little grasshopper and moved around the trees.
Well, there you go. It made you feel good.
I loved it.
Instead of taking it home and sticking it in a jar.
Well, I didn't do that. I only do that if they're already past this earth.
The other thing I wanted to talk about was massage. Some people really, really like their body. They're into body work. I personally don't like massage.
I don't mind a massage occasionally.
I'll go get my hair done and get my head massage, because all my energy's in the top of my head. So I love to get my head massage when I get my hair washed.
I think I prefer to have my feet done over everything, actually.
I can't stand anyone touching. I've never had anyone to suck my toes.
Oh, they didn't say that. That's going a bit far.
No, but sucking the toes or touching the
people.
toes. No, I'm telling you now, anything to do with my feet, they must have been chopped off in a past life. I don't do feet.
Maybe.
No,
you don't
nobody touches those feet. Even when I get my nails done, no way can you touch the feet.
Wow. Okay. No, I'm all about the feet. Bring the feet out to the party. Here they are.
I'm pretty sure I got them chopped off in a past life, because I actually thought I was in the Tower of London once. And I went there for a visit, and I wanted to start hyperventilating because it took me back to that past life where they chopped my feet off.
Actually, I was really fascinated when I went through the Tower of
London. I never liked the Tower of London. I think it's the most evil place in the world. But anyway, moving on. Toxic people.
Well,
there's so much of it. Like, we do live in Australia with the tall poppy syndrome, don't we?
Well, we do.
And honestly, that goes on. What is the matter with being happy for someone who's successful or done something?
Absolutely nothing. You know what? You really want to applaud someone else's success because it's unique to them.
I know. Well, for example, I get my hair done once a week. It's my treat. And the girl said, "Oh, I've been made the manager." It's a lovely Swedish girl. And I went, "Oh," and I spoke to her in Norwegian. And she looked at me and we started laughing. And I thought, I'm going to buy her some flowers. So I went and bought her some flowers and I gave it to her. Varsågod.
Oh, I love that you can
congratulata.
do that. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
congratulata, and I gave it to her,
Yeah.
and she looked at me and she sort of sort of went, "Oh, 55, you know, and she said,
Yeah.
what?" You know, I said, "Congratulations." She went, "Oh, thank you," and her whole face
Lit up.
just beat, and I felt energized as well.
Yeah, of course.
Because when you give to someone, it comes back tenfold, doesn't it?
We really do want to celebrate people's success stories,
Yeah, and
and
smile at people
and
too.
really give them that sense of like, that's amazing, whatever that achievement is for that person.
And don't go into competition with people. Just be happy for them. I mean, this
just-
ridiculous thing of, oh, I do what you do, and oh, whatever. You know, it's just who cares? Everyone is an individual. Nobody does it the same, and you'll always attract your own people or your own tribe.
Exactly.
So don't go into competitions. So the other thing, we talked about nature, how healing it is.
Yes, it is.
The other thing, it's really fantastic, is writing.
Yeah.
Because I've been talking to so many people, because I write myself, and you cannot believe how writing is really, really good, because it's very, what's the word? It's very healing. It's very, very cathartic, especially if you're writing about your life story, you know, because we've all come from pretty horrible backgrounds, you know, when you think about it, you know, all the terrible things. And when you write about these stories, what happened to you and how you survived, because a lot of us are survivors. I mean, I came from domestic violence, and I'm sure a lot of you have out there too. Yeah, we did, didn't we? Yes. But anyway, we survived.
We did survive.
We survived, yes.
And isn't it the Buddhists, Kerrie, that say if you take it from your mind down through your arm and release it onto paper and let it out? So it has that cathartic release.
Well, what happened to me after I got out of that terrible situation, I went to university. So I got into a lot of study, a lot of writing, and it was very, very therapeutic, and actually changed my destiny.
Well, it changed mine. It made me very determined to go from sort of business coaching my entire life into personal coaching.
That's right, and you're becoming a counsellor soon, aren't you?
Yeah, I've done I'm a master coach, but I am adding on that little bit extra into the counselling. So,
but it's amazing how we can have these terrible experiences, but yet turn it all around.
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
it comes to you as this lesson and
to a fantastic success story. So,
I like
also,
that,
writing for me is about using your imagination, and if you can't write, well, what you can do is you can paint. Painting's really good. Or drawing, it's very creative. You're making contact with that inner child. You know, it's very joyful. It's joyful. The other thing is praying.
Yes, I do a fair amount of praying, have to be honest and say.
It's about really surrendering. Healing. It's not because you're a Catholic or you're Church of England or anything.
It has nothing to do with
We're not religious. We're all spiritual people, but sometimes life is just so hard that you can just pray, just surrender it to Jesus, to Guru, to Merlin the magician, or whatever you're into. You know, just pray and surrender it, and you'll be surprised because we have so many loving angels.
Yes.
And angels don't just pop up, you have to call them in.
Yes, true.
You know, angel of healing, can you come and help me, please? Or the Archangel Michael.
Yeah.
It's fabulous. I've been using him my whole life. He's gorgeous. To me, he's this swashbuckling hero with a big sword and some big wings.
Nice. I like that.
Yes, so he's not this little tiny person. This beautiful big
You've
angel.
not like puffed up a little fat little Cupid-y style thing.
And it's funny because a lot of kids these days are into dragons.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah,
really into the magical realm.
The magical realm. You know, all the magic's coming back into the world, isn't it?
Which is beautiful.
Because you're into magic, aren't you?
Yeah, into the different dimensional beings that have existed in past centuries from this earth.
And you do lots of magic rituals.
Yeah, you know, I do a lot, and I obviously commune with a lot from that realm. That's my ancestry, coming from the Celtic druids and from the Fey people, coming all through there. So that's a lot of and on my father's side, the Viking side, which of course had all their gods and goddesses. So, but a lot of the Fae is what I work with. So that elfin energy, and even from being little, we used to put milk out for the pixies. You know.
It's so cute, isn't it? But you know, surrendering and calling. But these beings can't hurt you because you're working with light beings.
Yeah. Oh no, they're very light. We don't work with. I don't work with any darker dimensional shadow people. They're very different.
Another thing I want to say is I do a lot of rescue work in houses, like get rid of ghosts and spirits, because they do not belong on this level.
No, they don't.
And the reason I do it is because I have a spirit team that do the work.
Yeah.
A lot of mediums cannot do spirit rescue, but it's just one of my things I do because I have the spirit team.
It's true.
And often people say, oh, no, but I know I've got an old lady here, but I want her to stay here. But they're not pets.
No, they're not.
They don't belong in this
and
dimension.
it causes disturbance.
It causes a big disturbance. So what you need to do, you need to really give your house, close all the windows and just sage the house out. And that's like fly spray to ghosts and spirits. And the unwanted spirit will generally go.
Yeah.
But if it's an earthbound spirit, like it's actually lived in the house, sometimes it can be difficult. It'll just go outside the house and come back in again. That's where you really need to call a medium to come and release these earthbound spirits, because you might have different paranormal activity like smells, emotions, you might hear walking. It's all different degrees, isn't it?
It is. Look, well, you've removed a few from my house, and you know.
I can do it over the phone. It's easy because I've got the spirit team.
Because of my work too, I often get them come and I give Kerrie a call and I go, I've got another one.
Well, a lot of people ring me up. I went to the graveyard today and I think I've got a spirit in my house, because what they do, they jump in the car and they go home with you.
Oh, that's happened.
I've
many
seen
times.
them in the back seat. I mean, you have to really have this experience to understand it's real.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's gibbly-goo and it's not true, but trust me, it is real. It is true. These sort of paranormal things do go on. So
every time I've done an event, one gets in the car.
if you have our guides that come and visit us, our loved ones, they don't make loud noises. They're not going to scare you. They're not going to smell. You might smell perfume. You might feel someone touching your face.
It's a
beautiful.
thing.
It's a loving feeling. Spirits, unwanted spirits, on the other hand, it's not. They're cold. They're smelly. They shouldn't be there, and it's like they can suffocate you. I've had them jump on me when I was a kid.
They can sit on you while you're sleeping. You can get all sorts of stuff.
We're not trying to scare you. We're just talking about different realities.
That's why you want to let them go.
Yes.
Don't keep
them.
them.
They're not a pet. They've got to go. And they can cause so much havoc. Like they can cause so many blocks with renovations, arguments in the family, pets and animal people getting sick. It just goes on and on. But, it's a big part of my work that I do. Okay, the next point is your diet.
Oh.
You know that saying is, we are what we eat.
100%. 100%.
So all the Coca-Cola fans out there, get off. It's not good for you. It's all that sugar.
Got to give up the soft drink, people.
Because it's really important too. Our body is our temple, so it's about really looking after our body and really taking care of ourselves. And sometimes you might be unlucky genetically, like I'm a diabetic, I found out in the last couple of years. I can't even eat sugar anymore, and I love chocolates. It kills me, cakes, that sort of thing. But it was passed down through the family. So you might have a genetic disposition to some sort of illnesses. So you really have to be aware of your diet, because it's a bummer, isn't it, when you have some sort of genetic disease.
Things like bread, I can't eat bread. Can't eat it. It's really bad for my stomach. I love the stuff.
So be very aware and trust the gut. Your intuition or your gut will always know what you need, and that goes with your diet as well.
Yep.
Okay, the other thing is rewards. How good is it to reward yourself?
I do like a good reward.
When's the last time you gave yourself a reward?
I bought something for myself the other week. I bought myself some incense, and I had a pedicure with my feet again, about a month ago.
Well, for me, I think I buy myself something every day. It might be a coffee.
That's all right. Yeah.
Might buy some flowers.
That's true. Yeah.
I might buy an outfit, or I might buy lipstick, or I used to be a shoe freak, but not anymore, because they've grown so big. Like, as you get older, they turn into flippers. But
I have to say my feet have gone up an entire size. I don't know how that
just
happens.
Rewarding yourself with little rewards. How good is that? Really sort of
positive vibes.
Making yourself feel good, buy yourself something lovely.
Yep.
Okay, smiling. When's the last time you walked down the street and actually smile at one? I did it the other day. I was practicing. This woman nearly jumped behind the dog, and she thought I was a psychopath. Because I said, I smiled, hi. And she went,
I know.
It's
like a foreign thing.
Yeah, it is very foreign, because people don't smile these days,
no,
do they?
they don't. We've lost that ability to just kind of go,
if you live in the country,
it's
it's worse if you live in a small town of the country where I come from.
Okay.
If you smile at them, they think, oh, what does she want?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, well. I went to Queensland, they all smile at you.
Yeah, not here, not Sydney.
Not so much as Sydney. No. I got back off the plane like this, and everyone was like,
It's amazing, because when you smile, it really makes somebody's day, doesn't it?
I love it.
Beautiful smile.
I love it.
Smiling's really good. Okay, and giving thanks for everything we have in our life, having gratitude and being grateful instead of I need.
No.
Oh, bum, I can't have that. I've already got this. I want more. Yeah. Just be grateful what you have and get into the flow.
Mindset.
It certainly is.
And we do live in a society which is really driving the next thing, the next better car, the next better iPhone, the next better, the next better, the next better, and it's like
Sort of
just,
always living
you've
beyond
got to
our
start
means.
pulling the brake on and actually saying, they're driving this on purpose so that in the end of the day, you're just working to buy stuff.
That's
instead
right.
of just enjoying your life.
We're great consumers, aren't we, in society?
Society's driving it.
That's right. Okay, the other thing is helping society, getting involved in different things like working for St. Vinny's. As I said, I had a show for the cancer children for years. I used to donate money. Just doing any sort of voluntary work is great, especially the elderly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Just, taking a day out to get involved with elderly or children, children's hospital, old people, there's old people are years ago I was a district nurse and I did a lot of work in the community, and old people, they're just so isolated.
Mm-hmm.
I went down the south coast last weekend and I had to take my parents out, and I was opening the car, closing the car, taking my brother, he's not doing very well. He had to hang onto a trolley, and everything was so slow. And normally I'd be running 100 miles per hour. And he was on the trolley pushing it, had to take him into the shopping centre. And wow, it's hard for some people, but they love to get out too. And I felt so good that I could take them out in the car.
Everybody wants some time out and to do these things. So back to that empathy, compassion, and knowing that one day we too will need this assistance and help.
And the other thing is spiritual protection. How important is it to protect yourself? Because we all emit energy, and sometimes people can be quite toxic. So I always wrap a beautiful white light all around me like a bubble and put a blue cloak on. I cloak myself, so I'm not affected as an empath. I'm not affected by other people's energy, because you feel everything that's going on if you leave yourself open.
Yeah, I use a watchtower calling.
And not taking everything so personally, going with the flow, and understanding that not everyone is going to like you.
That's right, and that's okay. It's
because we are all sensitive souls, every single one of us.
Yes.
So you're not any more sensitive than me or whatever.
No.
But it's about taking personal responsibility and to really set up that protective bubble.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anything else to add?
No, I think, look, society is changing and getting, like Kerrie said, that personal ownership into space, really important. Remember how you want to be treated, and show that love and kindness back out into the world. And sometimes just have a look. If people aren't being the nicest or aren't that, maybe they're having a really rough time.
Yes,
give them the benefit
never
of
assume.
the doubt.
I always say never assume.
Give them the benefit of the doubt, guys. I know you're all beautiful. Thank you. I'm going to get to your questions.
And we'll get on to
like
the questions
this tonight.
Okay, let's get going. So if you've got any questions, send them in and we'll get going. So I'll try and do as many readings as I can. Okay, here we go. Start with the coming in. Okay, Wendy Macaulay. My daughter is trapped in a controlling relationship. When will she get out? Look, don't you hate that situation? I've been in that situation myself. I feel your daughter, she's very strong, and I feel she really needs counselling. I feel the man she's with is a complete pig. I get that. It's almost like a lot of these young people, these young girls, they're brainwashed. As we said before, we've both been through domestic
100%.
violence, so it's not an easy thing to be in. So you always need to let her know that you'll have the door open for you will have the door open for her. But I feel that the person she's with is very controlling, so I feel that you may have to get the police involved at some stage, because this man is horrible person. I feel he may have mental issues. So I do feel there will be changes with her. There's some sort of intervention that's going to happen, and I do feel that when she's ready, she'll come. And I feel that this guy may need a restraining order is what I'm getting, Wendy, because he's not a very nice person. He can get quite angry is what I'm getting. I don't pick him being up as dangerous, but I do really feel that you need to get professional help with this, because he's very damaging to your daughter. And but I feel that she's desperate to go. Okay, Lucy Angelo. Kerrie, I really need some help with my life's purpose. Lucy, I just feel, I get a picture of you, it's like you're going round and round in circles all the time. And I do feel that you really need to go into what we were talking about, meditation is what I'm getting. I do feel that you have I pick you up as a very caring person, and they're telling me you have an attraction to the angelic realm. So I feel I'd be making time for meditation day, and I feel it will present itself eventually, because that's how spirit works. And sometimes if you pray or just ask spirit for help, spirit intervention is what I'm getting. Spirit will come in and it will help you in the next step, because You need to take the time out, though, to surrender to spirit, to pray, and to sit in quiet meditation, and join groups of people too. I feel more spiritual for you is what I'm getting. So I do feel that there is some sort of spiritual work that you'll be doing. So just ask for the help, and there is spirit intervention. Spirit will always help you, and so especially the angelic realm. So just ask for that help. Okay, Annette Clark, will I change jobs soon, please? Any direct with you, Annette? I just feel that your job. I don't feel your job's been. I feel like you want to throw it in, or you want to resign, or do something like that, because I don't feel the job suits you. I feel that you'll be I'm hearing time out, time out. I've had enough. I don't feel this job's it's reached its peak is what I'm getting. I do see endings around you. I do feel that because otherwise it's like you're feeling guilty in a way, like you don't want to let other people down. But I just feel I feel that it doesn't make you feel good, this job. So I really believe in that. You really you really need to start thinking of you, because this job, it's not helping you in any way. So I do feel that there are new opportunities for you, but I feel that there's new opportunities coming to you, but you need to stop this job first and then take time out and then look around at what you want to do. There may be some sort of new learning or study as well. I just feel this job, I just feel it's past its use by date, and it's not making you feel good. Also, you need to look out for headaches. Okay, Nita Logan. What's happening with my love life? Help, please. This is Nita. Okay, Nita, I feel that you're very much on the quest for love. With your love life, I feel it's come to kind of standstill. I don't feel that anything's really happening at all. And it's like it's not like there's not a lot of offers around you, or much is happening. So I feel that you need to start trying to get out more. It's almost like you're stuck. So I feel you need to look at other avenues and start to do things that you normally wouldn't do. They're also saying that there could be a few past life issues with your relationships. So maybe go and see a past life therapist to get some help with that, because I just feel there's a lot of fear around relationships with you that may be holding you back. And also through the past lives, you may be attracting quite toxic people that aren't any good for you. So I'd go and get a past life if I was you, and see if that moves it. I'm pretty sure it will. I feel it's a past life that you brought into this lifetime, because it's like Groundhog Day with you. Everything's repetitious. Okay, Alita. I'm seeking any guidance regarding my newly found family. Any advice? I'm just being told, Alita, you really need to take it slow. Just take it slow. Go with the flow is what I'm hearing. I feel it's almost like you're on a journey. You're on a journey, and I feel that I just feel that it's been a great relief for you to actually get in contact with this new family, and I feel it's very exciting. But I just feel you just need to let it play out. You need to sort of step back and let it play out and just go with the flow. I just feel you're going to learn a lot about yourself and the way you behave, who you are, and all that sort of thing. So I feel it's a very exciting time. I just feel you'll get a great healing out of this. It's quite interesting because you'll learn a lot about yourself. Yeah, but just go with the flow and just play along with it. Don't try and push anything. Jody North, how will I go with my exams? Jody, I do feel that I get a bit of very tiredness around you, especially my head and my eyes. I feel with your exams, I feel that they're being very important for you. I feel that I don't know if you've been doing so well, because I feel there's a lot of stress around it. So I would be getting someone to help me if I was you, someone to come in and help you with this teaching aspect, to explain things to you more, because there's some things you're not grasping. So it could be like a male tutor coming in and helping you. Once you do that, you're going to be fine. Okay, Shane, will I build next year on property next door to where I live now? It's a dream I have. Look, Shane, I feel there's been a lot of setbacks with you, and especially to do with money and everything you do. And I do feel you're a sort of person, once you have something in your mind, you do go ahead with it. So I do see there's more opportunities for you next year, and I do see you building a building. I feel you're going to be very happy. The funny thing is, I do feel, I don't know if you live near water, but I feel water is very important for you. You've been dying to have this beautiful home, this property, for a long time, and I do see it coming, but it will happen next year. I feel there's something really good happening for you, because you're very focused, you know what you want, and I do feel that you will reach that dream. And isn't it good to have a dream?
It is.
Okay, Lynn, I move on to will I move on to
Is it my writing?
acreage, is it?
Yes, acreage.
I definitely see you moving onto some land, Lynn, so I definitely feel you will. Because it's been, look, there's been a lot of movement from a lot of people that I'm hearing about it all the time with readings and hearing stories. A lot of people are starting to live the life they want, moving away from the big towns, the big cities. So definitely I see, yes, I do feel that there will be an acreage coming to you. I see it more in the summer months, so. Vivian Patterson, I'm having issues with my back. Will this improve? Vivian, I feel that, I feel you may have brought this back thing in from a past life because I feel it's something that's on and off that's been going with you for a while. The first thing I do feel is you really need to see a really good chiropractor. Spend the money and you need to get it looked at because I feel it's had it something for a long time. Also, I feel that you have money issues. They're showing me money. I don't know if you have lower back pain as well, but I'm definitely getting that you have money issues, and I feel you sort of you've got to change your priorities because your very health is important to you. It's like you don't like to spend money because you feel you don't have any, but when it comes to your health, girl, you really need to do that. You really need to spend some money on getting that improved because your back is the backbone, or is the backbone and the foundation of your life. So that needs to be sorted. It's almost like you keep putting it off all the time. I feel once you address it, you'll feel stronger, you'll feel more positive. But I just feel like my life is out of control because of the pain in your back. So you need to do something about it. When we need to, our health is important. So spending money on instead of a home or a house, you need to spend it on yourself because your body is your home. Kate Munyard. Will I change career direction? Anything soon? Would love to work with those less fortunate. Kate, the first thing I'm getting is I feel that you will get what you want. I feel you're a bit of a jack of a trade. You can do anything, and you've been wanting to do it a while. You probably would have been good with aged care or going to people's places, like helping people would be really good for you as well. It's funny, you remind me of a nurse. So anything to do with people, I feel you could do that, but I feel there may be some study involved, and I feel it's going to give you a lot of satisfaction. I feel you're a very emotional person. I don't feel you're getting any satisfaction in the job now. I feel there's a lot of restlessness around you. But yes, I do feel that you will work in that direction. You'll feel very fulfilled. I remember when I was a nurse years ago, it did give me a lot of satisfaction. But you're a person that you're going to do a lot of things, okay? Nicole, I've applied for a new role. Do you see me going well? Look, Nicole, I definitely get rewards around you. I feel that I'm getting celebration, so I definitely see there's some sort of reward or promotion coming for you because I feel you've worked very hard, so yes. Fiona Laurel, my auntie Sheila passed recently, missing her. Does she have a message from me? Look, I feel that you and Auntie Sheila, you and her had a very I don't know if she had small birds around her in a cage, but I'm seeing pictures of a budgie or small birds. I don't know if she had them when she was alive, but I don't know what that means, but she's showing me a picture of a small bird in a cage. She may have had birds in her life. I feel she was a lovely person. And also, when she was younger, I feel that she was quite fashionable. And like she was like a young girl, like she was very young for her age. And I feel you and her always had a very close connection. She sends her love to you. And the message for you is that you need to really go out on your own and start to do things that you love to do because it's like you keep yourself back. I don't know if it's your confidence. It's about you need to take a big step forward in your life with what you want to do because I feel you've been held back. She's telling me that things will go really well for you. She said you were like a daughter to her and she loved you very much, and to make the most of your life is what she's saying. Very strong person. This lady also, she was a nurturer and she loved flowers, she loved the garden, and it was very important for women to step forward in the life, and I feel she's pushing you forward. So whatever you've been doing with delays, you will move. I feel she will help you. I feel that she may come and work with you on a spiritual level. Also, she's with someone in the spirit world who is a smoker because I can smell cigarette smoke. Okay, Robin Kennedy. My husband and I are about to take a road trip. Will this go to plan? Robin, I feel that this will be really good for your husband. I feel also this is very bonding for you. I feel it'll be really, really good. So I feel this road trip that you've been talking about for a while, I'm hearing time out, and I feel you're going to have a wonderful time together. It's like a new adventure for the two of you. It's almost like Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel on the road, and I feel that you're going to start to see things in each other, and it's going to bring you very closer together. So I think it's a fabulous idea. So just go with the flow and stop worrying about everything, Robin. I feel your husband just wants to take you on a beautiful journey and take time out with you, before you get to the nursing home, so to speak. No, I'm sure you've got lots of time, but yeah, I feel it's a really good idea. Ra, ra, Rach, Ra, cha. Feeling lost, Kerrie. What can I do? Advice, please. Racha, look, I feel that you are a very spiritual girl, so I feel that you're going to get in I know you have a full-time job. It's like you've got a lot of things on your plate and a lot of responsibility. I feel that I don't know if you're a mother, but I feel that you work, I feel you study, you've got lots of things going on, but you don't feel like you're getting anywhere. I feel you just have to have a whole big dose of patience is what I'm getting for you. Um, I feel you need to keep going with your spiritual stuff. I feel that's going to grow. I can see you doing different courses with that. But I just feel relationships are a little bit funny for you at the moment because it's almost like I'm feeling very unloved, but I feel things will change. I feel this is time where you need to start to really think of you, Rach. And I feel your father surround you in the spirit world. I feel he called you Rachel. Rachel, is your name Rachel? Called you, I'm hearing Rachel, you're a very independent girl. He made you that way. You and him had a very, very strong bond, is what I'm getting. And he wants you to, you need to really allow more love in your life, is what I'm getting, because you're always doing everything for anyone. He's telling me you're a very strong girl. Also, I don't know if you're creative, but I feel that for you to surrender I feel drawing or painting or music or anything like that would be very good for you too. I just feel lots of celebrations coming up. I feel there may be someone's birthday coming up around you. So things are going to change. So this is a reinvention time for you. I'm getting the Tower card. It's like a shake-up. So you need to start to do what you want to do and you're very creative. See how you go, Rachel. That's what I'm hearing. Katie Louise, missing my nan. I wonder if she is around me. The first thing I get, Katie, I feel that I'm hearing, what a lovely girl. I feel you and Nan I feel she may have looked after you. And I can see before she passed, I feel she was in a dressing gown all the time. She's showing me a dressing gown. But she also had a thing about her hair. I don't know, it had to be sort of done a certain way. And she's telling me that she just sort of got so old and she couldn't walk towards the end. So it was very, very sad for her. She does come around you because I sort of feel old-fashioned perfume when I tune into her, like eau de cologne or something like that old-fashioned perfume, eau de cologne or Avon or something is what I'm smelling. And I do feel she comes around you, and sometimes you might be thinking of her, and she's also telling me you got a picture of her, and just talk to the picture is what she's saying. She does send a lot of love. It's almost like she had a pretty big life, and she made the most of it. She's quite old-fashioned in many ways, and she didn't like liars or people that made up lies, is what she's telling me. She was a straight shooter, but very strong person. So I can understand you miss her, and she misses you too. But she is there for you. She comes through you in your dreams. So talk to her, and also talk to the photo that you have. She sends her love, and she sends her love to everyone, is what she's saying. I also get the names David and Brian around her. Diane O'Toole. Will I find a partner? Find it hard on my own. Look, I feel that you've been alone for too long is what I'm getting. You need to try different things. I'm getting dating sites for you. I know you'll say, no way, I'm not going to do that. But I feel it's almost like you need to take a modern twist because you never really meet anyone. And also going to clubs. It's a real struggle for you because I feel you're quite shy and you're scared. Like I'd be the same. If I was single, I don't think I'd even bother. To tell you the truth, I think I'd just become a recluse. And I feel you're very similar in that way. But I do feel that if you don't make an effort, you won't find anyone. So start to join clubs, start to go out more. Life be in it is what I'm getting. You will find someone. Also, I feel work's very important for you for meeting friends as well. Okay, Colin Osman. Kerrie, I'm living with chronic illness. How will my health go in life? Will it work okay? Okay. Colin, with you, I feel that you've done everything you can with conventional medicine. So I really feel that you need to be looking at alternative medicine as well. And that's for what we were talking about before. Sitting in the fresh air, getting a bit of sun, doing meditations, and also spiritual healing would be really good for you in conjunction with what you're doing already. Look, I feel you've had this chronic illness for a long time. It seems to go in phases. The showing me sort of goes up and down. I feel sometimes you're good, sometimes you're not, but you never kind of know what sort of day you're going to have. But I feel that you're managing really well. And I feel that, especially watching films, watching TV, watching films, and keeping your mind crosswords, keeping your mind really busy is very good for you, Colleen, because it keeps you going. But, you know, because your mind's full on. It's always on the go, isn't it? Thinking about things, situations in your life. And so I feel that definitely, you know, a bit of massages, a bit of spiritual healing, and also doing meditations would be fabulous for you because I feel it'd be very healing. So I do feel it'll go up and down, up and down. It's like waves, isn't it? So good days and bad days. But, you know, I don't see anything gloomy. Tanya Elsick, will I be okay during chemo? Yes, you will. I feel that you've been met in many battles, Tanya, in your life, and I feel nothing will kill you. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You kind of remind me of a weed in a way. You're a very strong weed, like one of those dandelions. You know, you're tough. So you pull it out, and the dandelion's still alive, and it's beautiful yellow. So you remind me of a little dandelion. I feel that you will be okay doing the chemo, but I do feel that also you really need to start to do some cutting of the ties exercises, like exercising. Look, I feel that there's a lady in spirit. I'm doing this with my nose because there's a lady in spirit around you. I feel it. I don't know if it's your mother. I feel it could be a grandmother person who was very close to you, and she had problems with her legs. And she's telling me you'll be okay. At the moment, you're feeling very isolated, but I get the success card, so I do feel the chemo will go really well. It was a shock when you got it, but I do feel you're a battler, you're a survivor, and I feel it will go well. So I don't feel it's your time yet, dolls, so keep hanging in there. It'll work out, and you'll get over this. But it's about forgiving every single person in your life because you've had so many disappointments, haven't you? Forgive every single person. Okay, Kelly. Will my son find happiness? He's been badly hurt. Look, Kelly, I feel he will, but I feel he's the sort of person he'll do it in his own time. I know he's been hurt, and it's like I told you so. I told you so. And so you just have to understand that, you know, people have to, I feel he's going to throw himself into work is what I'm getting. Work would be really good for him because I'm getting more money, more work. I feel he's really, and I feel that will help him. I feel that'll be very cathartic for him, throwing himself into his work. So, yeah, there you go. Christina, will I move interstate? The first thing I'm getting for you, Christina, I don't feel it's time yet. I'm getting no, not yet. I feel you need to wait. That's what I got. I do feel there will be a move eventually, but it's not straight away. I feel it could be to do with work, though, is what I'm getting. There will be some new work there. So it will happen, but it's not straight away. I get delays. Shelley Moon, how will my business go? Will it be good? Look, Shelley, I feel that whatever you do, you're really, really good at. You're very, very good at. So I do feel that your business is going to go really well. I feel it's just been slow with the COVID. I feel that it's something that you love. It's just, you just need to put a lot of energy into it and enjoy it. And I feel definitely next year, I feel things will go well. I do feel it's just been so slow, so quiet, but I feel it will go well. So don't worry, just hang in there like everybody else. And don't give up is what I'm getting. I don't see it as satanic sinking, so you'll be fine. Angel. Is the guy who came back into my life going to show me more in terms of a relationship? Angel, I feel with this guy that you let back in your life, I don't feel he gave you the relationship in the first place. And he's the sort of person I feel he may have commitment issues is what I'm getting. You want somebody who's going to give you a loving relationship, someone who's going to give you a family, someone who's going to help you create your dreams together. But this guy, I don't feel he knows what he wants. I pick up he's all over the place. He may have problems with his finances, so I feel that he has to prove himself. And because sometimes I feel he may have commitment issues, this guy. So you really need to sit down and talk to him and tell him, you know, what are his intentions. I don't pick him up as a bad person. I just feel that there's trust issues there. So this is about sitting down and connecting him and finding out if you're on the same page. Also trust the gut, because for you, family is very important. I feel that with time, I do feel that you can have a good relationship with him, but you need to start to communicate with him and tell him exactly what you want. Alison, will my mum be okay? Alison, the first thing I'm getting is I feel there's a lot of stress around your mum, and I feel it's been terrible, terrible, terrible for you. And I feel that you really need to understand that your mum will be okay. I feel she's got a lot of help around her, and you will be all right, so don't worry. Don't worry about it. You will be okay, Alison. your mum will be okay. I do feel that you may have a grandmother in the spirit world, because I feel there's a lady in spirit around you. I feel it's connected to your mother, and I feel that she's telling me she's going to be okay. So, yeah, I just feel it's been touch and go. But, your mum's got a lot of love around her. So just have a lot of faith and understand that, things are going to turn out better for you. Okay, we've got Kerrie Wing here. She's asking me anything for me, Kerrie. Look, Kerrie, I just have to say, I feel there may be some changes in work coming for you. I'm seeing work for you straight away. So I see there could be a new contract or work or something that you're wanting to do, something you've been waiting for a while, because I feel that I feel you're at your peak when it comes to work. So I feel work is going to be important for you in the next year, and because I feel you have your home, you have your husband, you have everything's going on really well. I just feel there could be problems with one of your children, and you need to watch your health, but I do feel there's new work. I feel whenever there's problems, you just throw yourself into work. I do feel it could be contracts or work or something coming up for you. Dana Harris, will we get a home soon? I feel you've already got a home, Dana, or there is a home around you is what I'm getting. I feel definitely a home around you is what I'm getting. Okay, I'm just reading a few of the here. Let me see. Am I on the right path? Yes, you are. This is Jetta Kaflin, Career and Love Life. Okay, I've got a mess. Yes, you are on the right path. I feel things are really starting open to you. I feel anything where you're helping people and is good for you, because you've got a very kind soul. Also, I'm getting some sort of study coming up for you. Also, I've got a message for Helen here. Helen, I feel it's around an operation that you're going to be having. I feel there's an operation for you. It's going to help your leg. It's going to help you move forward. Also, at the end of the year, I'm getting some sort of love interest coming for you, Helen. Which would be really good for you. I see you being really happy, but it's just waiting for this operation. There will be some sort of leg operation, and I feel there's changes in your work, big changes next year, changing your work, living in your means now. I know things are really slow, but I see operation, and then I see you working. There's a change in your work next year, and I do see a relationship coming in for you this year. At the moment, at the end of the year, so I do feel because you put everything on the back burner, but by the summer months, I feel it'll be a different scenario for you. So at the moment, you're feeling stuck, but you just need to be positive. I feel that you do have a lot of really good friendships around you, people who really care about you, Helen. So you're very spiritual. So continue with your spiritual studies, and also be open for new people coming into your life. So I do see changes, but I feel this operation will really help you get going. Okay, any other questions? Okay, that's it for tonight. So I hope I helped a lot of people. I didn't really see everything, but
there was a lot tonight.
Okay. But just the main thing I can say is just follow your gut. If you get a good feeling about it, go with your first impression, because that's how you know you're right. So just ask. What I do is, if someone asks me a question, yes or no, I hear it straight away. It's either a yes or it's either a no. It's usually on that side. But also get into your meditation. On my website, I have all my events and things that are coming up. Also, there's some free meditations in the audio, and one of the best meditations there is connecting to your guide. That's a really good one, and cutting the ties. So there may be some meditations that are free in the audio section on my website that can help everyone. Anyway, we're going to have to say goodnight now. So I'll be at what's the shop I'm going to tonight?
You're going to Inspired Lifestyle.
I'm going to Inspired Lifestyle tomorrow night, and I'll be doing a workshop there for the people who are attending, and then in 2 weeks' time, I'm doing the mediumship book. So I'm looking forward to that. Not looking forward to driving on the freeway in peak hour traffic.
We're not going on the freeway. We're going to program you outside of the freeway.
All right. Do you want to come and say goodbye to everyone?
Bye, everyone. Thank you all so much for your questions. Anyone we missed, I am sorry. We do our best to get through, and there was a lot. So Kerrie really tries to channel as much as she can, and we really appreciate the love and support of the community. Kerrie's book's coming out, so she's talking about them. There's the mediumship one, there's the clearing one. I'll be posting them now up on Facebook for anyone who wants to have a look. And they're through Rockpool Publishing. So have a fantastic fortnight. If there's any subjects you want us to talk about, please contact us. Thank you. Absolutely, guys. Bye.